So if you're in the practice of yoga and Kundalini yoga, to be more specifically being aware of that creative evolutionary force, if you're in that practice, then be prepared with a strong nervous system. Right, come prepared with a internal moral compass that's built on the reality of who you perceive yourself to be. Establish that before you venture too far along this path. You have to establish the vector point of analysis of yourself, to yourself. It's not just the intellectual interpretation. You have to go almost deeper than the words and watch the words from where they're formulated, the intent of that formulation, and kind of how it moves through the conditioned mind to actually create, some kind of comprehension here, possible comprehension. How to go from the formless to the form, in a sense, or the infinite possibilities to, a specific time frame reference here. So that's what the blessing of this particular imprint that as you practice this yoga, you agree to let it become the place of reference that you can look out from of stability between the right, left hemispheres, the Ida Pingala, the swirling evolutionary energy of the double helix. In the center of that's your vantage point, right up here between the two hemispheres of the brain. And train yourself to practice that kind of presence in the body meditation, because it does stimulate the endocrine system completely. And then from there, you can start to fine tune some of these neurotransmitter driven states of consciousness. You can expand your own, operating system. Allow new applications to come into existence. That kind of, ways of talking to the conscious, subconscious mind. The real trick here is to become real to yourself, and that means you talk to yourself and you listen to yourself, and then you objectively as possible subject your words to the multiple interpretations that could be present in all of this, and see if it ultimately has a way of making sense of teaching. And if that's the case, then that would work. So that's what I do. I watch the words being formulated. I understand the intent of this is to the crown, thousand petal lotus, opening up that center all the way back through the yogic form, Mahadev, right? You have to go there with this. That's who ultimately you become, or in direct relationship to. Okay? Sana.